Hello everyone, myself Parshmita Sharma, and today I am going to start Ahom Sabha. If you are listening the audio, then make sure your book is with you, book and dictionary is with you. Okay, let's start. Ahom Sabha. So Ahom Sabha founded by Padmanath Gohai Barua in 1893 to gain some privileges for the Ahom community. First session held in Sibsagar. So the first session of Ahom Sabha held in Sibsagar in 1893. One of the first activities of the body was an anti-opium campaign. In 1910, the Ahom Sabha has remarked as the Assam Association and openly declared that it was a political association. The Assam Association demanded to get recognition for the Ahom community as a minority community and reservation of seats in the legislative assembly, and also demand a separate electorate for the Ahoms. By 1941, some members of the association formed a separate organization, namely Nationalist Ahom Association, and by 1950 it became gradually weak. Now see Jorhat Sarvajanik Sabha. So in 1884, Jorhat Sarvajanik Sabha was founded by Jagannath Barua at Jorhat to represent the aspirations and grievances of the people of Assam. Raja Naranarayan Simha was its first president and Jagannath Barua was its first secretary. So let's see some objectives of the Sabha. To represent the aspirations of the people to the government. So the first and foremost objectives of the Jorhat Sarvajanik Sabha is to represent the aspirations of the people, common people, to the government. Next, to explain government policies to the common people of Assam, and to ameliorate or to improve the condition of the people. To improve the condition of people meaning economic condition of people and make them politically aware. Okay, the Sabha did not directly confront with the government, but it raised voice against exploitation or exploitative economic policies of the government, of the British government. So as we know that British government introduced all economic policies for the benefit of the East India Company, and after East India Company for the government of British. Okay, and they even didn't do anything for the development of agricultural sector or the condition to improve the condition of the common people of Assam. Again, see, so Jorhat Sarvajanik Sabha raised its voice against the introduction of the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation Act of 1886. Again, in 1892-93, it took up the cause of the riots who protested against the 100% increase of revenue. In 1893, it submitted a memorandum to the Royal Commission on Opium, asking for gradual abolition of the drug in Assam. At first, Sabha strongly opposed the partition of Bengal in 1905, but after the explanation of the then Chief Commissioner Mr. Fuller that Assam would benefited by the partition, and the Sabha now gave up its anti-partition mentality. Though the Sabha gave up its anti-partition mentality, but it demanded some privileges for Assam. After the death of Jagannath Barua, the Jorhat Sarvajanik Sabha became weak and survived up to 1921. Now see Assam Association. So Assam Association was formed in 1903 by Manik Chandra Barua. The first session of the association was held in 1905 in Dibrugarh. In this session, Raja Prabhat Chandra Barua was elected as president, Jagannath Barua as vice president, and Manik Chandra Barua as its general secretary. Assam Association tried to express the needs and grievances, hopes and aspirations of the people of Assam in front of the British government. But like Jorhat Sarvajanik Sabha, it did not believe in direct confrontation with the authorities. And this association followed peaceful and constitutional methods to bring the change. So we can say that this association also followed the policies of non-violence of Mahatma Gandhi. And some of the members of this association were also the members of Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council, not Assembly, Council. And so they could influence the government with their speeches or debates, okay? So let's see some of the issues raised by the association for the benefit of the people. So it was critical of the predominance of the government officials in the municipal committee and the tea planters in the local boards. Again, it demanded to introduce democratic system in local bodies, so local self-governance, okay? So they demanded to introduce democratic system in local self-governance. Again, it opposed the enhancement of the tax or the increase of the taxes, excise policy. So excise policy meaning they introduce or they impose tax on goods for their production, and demanded absolute prohibition of opium. And it was also concerned about the government of the province in the field of education. Okay, so these are some demands or issues raised by the association. Again, one of the major issues undertaken by the association was they opposed the annexation of Assam into the Bengal or Eastern Bengal in 1905. So in 1907, the association submitted a memorandum to the Secretary of the State for India to separate Assam from East Bengal, and they demanded to introduce Montagu Chelmsford reforms in Assam, and they even sent Nobin Chandra Bordoloi and Prasanna Kumar Borua to London for the same issue, okay? And due to their effort or pressure, Montagu Chelmsford reforms also introduced in Assam, okay? And they also demand to establishment of a university in Assam. And this Sabha or the Assam Association not only raised these issues, they also actively involved in the non-cooperation movement in 1921, and they began to work with the Congress committee or Congress, Indian National Congress. So in 1921 they finally, or the Assam Association finally merged into the Assam Provincial Congress Committee. So now see Assam Provincial Congress Committee. So in 1885, Indian National Congress was formed, and like Indian National Congress, the Assam Provincial Congress Committee was formed because of nationalism or the growth of nationalist feelings against the British rule. Okay, and Assam Association in 1921. So as we know, the many leaders of Assam Association felt that the association should identify itself with the aims and ideals of the Congress. So in 1921, they merged with Assam Provincial Congress Committee. So however, the plans and programs of the Congress started immensely attracting the middle class, and as a result, a discussion to amalgamate the association with the Congress took place at a meeting of association held at Jorhat on 18 April 1921. And Sobilal Upadhyay, at the time he was the president. And so at the initiative of leaders like Sobilal Upadhyay, Nobin Chandra Bordoloi, Krishna Kanta Bhattacharya, Assam Association decided to merge itself in the newly formed Assam Provincial Congress Committee in 1921, and at the time which was officially connected with Indian National Congress. So at that time, Assam Provincial Congress Committee was officially connected with Indian National Congress, and they sent their representative to various sessions of Indian National Congress. So All India National Congress Committee in its Nagpur session in 1920 officially accepted the principle of reorganization of states on the basis of language. So at that time, language had been a sensitive issue in Assam. So the leaders of Assam Association took as an opportunity and they merged with Assam Provincial Congress Committee. And after that, an ad hoc committee of Assam Provincial Congress Committee was formed in June 1921, headquartered at Guwahati, and Kuladhar Soliha as its president. And later, Tarunram Phukan became the president. And another initiative of the Assam Provincial Congress Committee, Mahatma Gandhi was invited to Assam in 1921 during the non-cooperation movement. And his visit greatly encouraged the Congress workers to carry out the non-cooperation movement in Assam. And at Pandu in 1926, the 41 All India Congress Committee session was hosted by Assam Provincial Congress Committee. Okay, and leaders like Vishnuram Medhi, Siddhant Sharma, Maulana Taibullah, Ambikagiri Rai Chaudhary, and host of prominent members took the initiative to implement the plans and programs of the Congress. And the first officially elected president of Assam Provincial Congress Committee was Vishnuram Medhi. Okay, remember Vishnuram Medhi. And as we know that Congress party finally secured a major victory in the general election which was held in 1946, and in Assam, Lokopriya Gopinath Bordoloi became the first premier of the Assam province. And in 1946, when a cabinet mission proposed to integrate Assam and the Northeast into the Group C with East Bengal, the Congress party under Bordoloi strongly protested against the proposal, and Mahatma Gandhi supported this protest. Okay, and ultimately Assam was not included in Group C. Now see, Swadeshi movement and Assam. So Swadeshi movement launched against the partition of Bengal, which took place in 16 October 1905, and the new province proposed by the British government combining Assam and Eastern Bengal was first named as Eastern Bengal at that time. So it was after the objection of the European Tea Planters Association that Assam is famous for tea in the international market, and it should be there in the name of new province. The British government changed the name as East Bengal and Assam. Soon after the partition, Swadeshi movement started and extended up to Assam also. The leaders like Padmanath Gohai Borua, Ambika Giri Rai Chaudhuri, Triguna Borua, Roktim Bora, etc. against the partition and made propaganda among the Assamese to protest the partition. The influence of the Swadeshi movement was seen widely in Brahmaputra Valley. Assam Kesari, Ambika Giri Rai Chaudhuri and Govinda Lahiri formed a revolutionary organization among the students of Guwahati. They called for using local made commodities and boycotting the foreign goods. At the time, the people of Assam used local eri, muga, cotton and khadi cloths instead foreign cloths. Students collected funds for the movement. Ambika Giri Rai Chaudhuri wrote a revolutionary drama named Bandini Bharat. He also established Seva Sangh with the help of revolutionary activists Khudiram Bose, Barendra Ghosh, Ullaskar Datta, etc. of Calcutta. Even a bomb was planted on Guwahati-Shillong road to kill J.B. Fuller. Because of these revolutionary activities, British government compelled to took up some welfare activities, like they compelled to introduce Assamese language and literature in the syllabus of entrance examination of Calcutta University or Kolkata University. Again, they compelled to open bachelor degrees in all departments in Cotton College to revamp the institution as the center of excellence. To reintroduce Mozartary system in the Brahmaputra Valley and to introduce 20-point settlement of land. So these are some demands or objectives of this revolutionary activist, and the British government took these welfare activities. And we can say these are some indirect benefits from Swadeshi movement to Assam, and the movement became much more popular in the Sarma Valley. So, do you heard the name Sarma Valley? So, Sarma is a major river of Bangladesh, and it starts when the valley starts when the Barak River from northeast India divides at Bangladesh border into the Sarma and the Kushiara rivers, and these areas are mostly Muslim populations. Okay, so the movement or the Swadeshi movement became much more popular in Sarma Valley under the leadership of the Sarma Valley Association, and national schools were set up at places like Sylhet, Habiganj, Srimangal, Lakhai, Baniasang, Karimganj, Silchar, and other places. So, does the Swadeshi movement extended not only in Brahmaputra Valley but up to Sarma Valley, and the Assamese people raised their voice against the partition of Bengal in 1905. So that's all for today's class, and in the next class we will study or will discuss from the non-cooperation movement. Okay, and if you have any doubt, then you can ask questions. Okay, so goodbye.